Higgsfield is now inside your Premiere Pro and After Effects, and it has completely changed video editing forever. Because right now, every time you want AI to touch your footage, you stop everything, you export the clip. Then you upload it somewhere, you wait, you download it, you drag it back in, and you do that loop about 10 times in a single project. Now, most editors just accept it, but it does not have to be that way anymore. With Higgsfield inside, you get every AI video model and every image model that is available. And you get it all directly in your panel, right next to your timeline. So let's say you need some B-roll for a scene that you've never shot. You just generate it without leaving Premiere Pro. Let's say you need a completely different background. Let's say you need a location, a cinematic shot that does not exist yet. All you simply have to do is just type it in and then you get it. Now in this video, I'm going to show you the exact setup and how you actually edit better because of this. Now, you are going to need a Higgsfield account to follow along. So check out the link down in the description below. And also, since you are down there, check out our free school community. All the prompts, all the guides, all the setups, everything is over there. And there's a whole lot of members that are happy to be there. And you are going to love being one of those members. So go and check out the free school community. But right now, let's get started. Okay, so it's important to start off with our foundation, okay? So let's set up our foundation. Now, the first thing that you need to do is check the link in the description below, because that will take you straight to the Higgsfield plugin page, okay? Then from there, you are going to create your account if you do not have one already, and that is basically step one. Now you are on a Higgsfield, and then you're going to click plugins and then download the plugin package, and then you're going to open it up, and then you're going to double click to run the installer. Now it detects Premiere Pro and After Effects automatically, and that's basically it. Now you just go over to Premiere Pro, and then you go to Window in the top menu bar. Then you click on Extensions, and you'll see Higgsfield is now in the list. And then you just click on it, and first it will open up your browser, and then it will ask you to sign into your Higgsfield account. Now let's quickly sign in, and then we're going to come back to Premiere, and it is there. It's alive. Now you can dock it anywhere that you want. For After Effects, it's basically the exact same process. It's the same installer, the same steps, and you don't need to download anything separately. All you have to do is just open up After Effects, then you go to Window and then Extensions, and then you click on Higgsfield, and then you're going to sign in, and you've got the same panel that's ready to go. So when would you actually use After Effects over Premiere Pro for this? If you're doing motion graphics, VFX, or compositing, then anything where you are layering like multiple elements and building visuals from scratch, that's where After Effects earns its place. So what are we actually working with here? Okay, so you've got 6 tools sitting in one panel. Number one, you've got Reframe. Now that handles your aspect ratio conversations and tracks your subject automatically. Number two, you've got Remove Background. Now that pulls clean cutouts without a green screen. Then number 3, you've got Upscale. Now that takes low resolution footage and it makes it sharp enough to actually use. Now for number 4, you have Draw to Edit. Now that lets you paint directly on your frame and simply just tell the AI what to change. Then over to number 5, you have Generate and Edit. Now this is where you type what you want and the AI just builds it. And then for number 6, it is Generate Image. Now that handles the backgrounds, the overlays, and anything visual that you need mid-edit. And that is basically 6 tools. Nothing leaves your editor. Now let's actually use all of them. So we are going to be starting off with generating video, because this is the most powerful tool in the panel. So you prompt what you want, and that's it. You have a video that is then ready for you. So you can generate B-roll for which you don't have footage for. You can create a transition between 2 shots that weren't meant to even connect. You can swap out a scene entirely if you want to. Now you've got multiple models to choose from. You have Sedance, Kling, and a bunch of others, and you also get resolution options. Now you can toggle between standard and fast generation. Just go with what feels best for you. Now here's a cool workflow, and that's making AI transitions for basically things like ads, B-roll, and even reels. you want your clips to connect smoothly so you can just use an AI generated visual. Now here's exactly what I'm doing. You screenshot the last frame of the first video, and then you screenshot the first frame of the second video. Then you go over to generate the video tool, and then you add the screenshots. Now you choose the model, and I'm gonna go with Sea Dance for its realism, and then I'll just ask it to generate a transition. Then what I'm gonna do is hit generate, and now take a look at what happens. Higgsfield builds a completely AI-generated clip that transitions from one shot to another. I drag it into my timeline between the two clips, and suddenly I've got a smooth transition that would have been impossible to shoot. Now, another amazing use case is background swaps. All you have to do is just take footage of someone, let's say someone that's eating, and then you tell the AI to change the background to a sushi restaurant, make a fantasy world, or even switch the food itself. The same person, but a completely different world around them. Something that's making the image even better. Now, this is perfect for music videos or any creative content where you want visual variety without actually traveling or spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, next we have Reframe. If you have ever had to take a horizontal video and crop it for vertical, then you will know it's a headache. When you are doing shorts, reels, TikToks, you know how annoying it is to do all of that manually. Now, you are keyframing the position, you are adjusting the crop frame by frame, you are trying to keep your subject centered the entire time while editing. Now, that is such a pain. And here's what I would suggest instead. This is what I'm doing. I'm taking a clip of this woman, okay? And she is walking while reading a book. Then I'll drop this in my timeline, and I'm opening up the Reframe tool in the Higgsfield panel. And then I am picking my output ratio. You've got 9:16, you've got 16:9, 4:3, 3:4, 21:9, and 1:1. Whatever the platform needs. So I'm going to be selecting 9:16, and then we are going to hit generate. And now, take a look at what happens. It crops the footage, and then it locks onto my subject automatically. Wherever she moves in the frame, it follows her. I didn't have to touch a single keyframe. The whole thing just handled itself. Now the result shows in my Higgsfield doc, and it's ready to be dropped into my timeline. And then if you are repurposing content across platforms regularly, then this tool alone is going to save you a ton of time. Now for the third one, it's pretty quick, and it is the background removal. So no more juggling between tabs just to do that. I'm going to take the same video, and then I'm going to click on remove background and just add what you want to keep. Now for me, it's the woman walking and her book, and that's basically it. Now it handles everything else for me. Now take a look at what happens. It cleared the background. It's ready for any new style that you now want. Now, let's take it to the next level, and let's use Draw to Edit. This literally lets you sketch directly on your frame to tell the AI what you want changed. You are literally drawing instructions on your footage, and it will follow it. Here's what I'm going to be doing. I've got a clip with a person in the background that I don't necessarily want, so I'm going to open Draw to Edit, and then I'm going to circle that object with my brush, and I'm going to tell it to remove it. And then we just hit generate, and now look at this. It's gone. It's clean. It's basically like they were never even there. But it's not just the removal that you can do with this. You can brush over an area and you can replace it with something completely different. A logo on someone's shirt that you need to get rid of, just draw over it and describe what you want instead, and then it's going to handle that for you. Let's say you want to change an item. Let's say you want to switch this bottle to a rose. And all you have to do is just do this, and there we have it. Now you draw a circle and it's done. Inside Premiere, inside your edit, making your life so much easier. Next up, we have Generate Image. Now, this one's quick because it works exactly how you'd expect. All you do is just type a description, and then you pick your style settings, and then you hit Generate. Custom scenes, textures, visual assets, anything you need to fill a gap in your edit without leaving Premiere Pro. Now, here's what I'm doing, okay? I need a custom background for a talking head shot. Okay, so I'll just add the prompt to add a dark Radiant Studio background with subtle blue lighting into the prompt. Then I'm going to generate, and now the image appears in the panel and I drag it straight into my timeline. And this is cool for quick assets that you need in the middle of an edit. It's going to save you from opening up other apps and breaking that flow that you are on. And also, like we said before, it's going to save you a bunch of time and a whole lot of headaches. Now, Upscale is one that I just keep coming back to. Here's the problem that it solves. You've got footage that was shot in 720p. Maybe it's like old content. Maybe it's a stock clip that wasn't available in high resolution. It doesn't hold up on screen. So what you can do is you simply just do what I'm about to do. I'm going to be taking the 720 clip and then I'm going to be dragging it into the Upscale tool, and then I'm selecting 2K, and you can even go up to 8K if you need it. And then all you're going to do is hit generate, and now take a look at what happens. It is not blowing up the image. The detail is actually coming back. The texture in the fabric is there. The sharpness on the edges. Things that looked soft before now actually hold up on screen. This is the kind of tool where the before and after tells you the whole story. If you are working with any footage that wasn't shot at the quality that you need, simply just run it through Upscale before it hits your timeline. It's literally just as simple as that. That export, upload, that wait, that download loop that used to just be part of the editing process, all of that is done now. Everything lives inside your editor. The AI tools you were switching between apps to use are now one panel away from your timeline. And you don't have to be an AI expert to use them. If you can type in a sentence, then you can use this plugin. So start today by clicking on that link down in the description below to sign up for Higgsfield. I can guarantee you that you are going to love it. Now, if this helped you out, then please hit subscribe. Also, give the video a like since you made it till then. I'm pretty sure you had a whole lot of fun. And also, I can guarantee you that I've got a lot more breakdowns like this coming your way. And also, don't forget to join the free school community. That link is also down in the description below. And that's where I share the workflows, the tools, and the resources like this all the time. And also, drop a comment down below and tell me which of these tools are you going to be trying out first. And now, as always, it's been a whole lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.